Hey everybody, so we have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Go ahead and pick the pile that you feel more attracted to, and let's go ahead and start on your reading. Hey everybody, so if you picked pile A, this is your reading. As you can see, I went ahead and I displayed a photo of the cards that came out during my shuffle. And at the end of each reading, I'm going to go ahead and give you just some advice from a deck called Super Attractor, and it's just kind of advice for yourself or for your relationship, however you want to interpret that. But let's go ahead and get started on your reading. So right away you have the Four of Swords here. So whether this is you or your person, I feel like because it is how your person's feeling for you, we're going to go ahead and say that this is your person. But I feel like your person is kind of stuck in their mind, feeling a lot of stress and anxiety, taking on a lot of burdens mentally. I feel like this person isn't getting the proper sleep and kind of suffers from insomnia just from a lot of things that they're going through in their life or in their relationship with you. You know, and you have the Wheel of Fortune here, so that could mean change. Of course, this is a good card. It represents good changes, good beginnings. However, just because it's a good card doesn't necessarily mean that this person isn't going to start their own beginning with themselves. It could be that they're going to try to rekindle something with you, or that they're just going to focus on themselves and start a new path alone. But I do see with the Two of Pentacles here that there is an imbalance, and this person is taking on more task in the relationship than they can bear. So maybe this person feels like they're the ones that have to keep this relationship together. Maybe they feel like they're kind of like 1 foot in, 1 foot out type. But I feel like this person it's making it very difficult for them. It's almost like they want out of this relationship in a sense because of things that have happened in the past between you two. I don't exactly know what that could be. Only you do. Only you know if there's been red flags or arguments that have gone in your relationship. But I do feel like this person is kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out type. And with the Four of Cups, this person wants to get out of that, like out of that burden, out of that mindset, just that stalemate energy. And I really feel like they want to do it for themselves, not necessarily for you. It's almost like they can't offer you this Ace of Cups. They can't offer you this love and this abundance that they used to feel for you before, because something has kept them up late at night. Something that has gone on in this relationship that has caused them to have sleepless nights, worrying about this relationship, worrying if they should put more time and energy into this because, like I said, they don't feel that it's being balanced out, whether that's you or this person, because energy does shift. So this could be a reading for you also. Now, with the King of Wands here, I really do feel like this person has more kind of like an aggressive behavior. Maybe they're just very like self-absorbed or manipulative, controlling type of person. They could probably be even abusive with their words or just the way that they are with you. You might not even feel that love anymore. You might feel like they're just always angry all the time, like nothing that you do makes them happy anymore. And I just really feel like this person is not content in this relationship. They're suffering, whether it's just being in their own mental state. I feel like it is a part of them has to do with just their own life, certain priorities that they have placed before this relationship, but also this relationship has kind of seemed like fallen short for them in a sense. It's kind of like they're not being fulfilled in this relationship anymore, and I think you're feeling that same energy too. So if this is your relationship, you just kind of have to take that approach. If you're going to make this work, talk to your person about it. What's going to happen with your relationship? Are you going to make this work out, or are y'all going to step out and just go opposite ways? Because this person is very fixated on things of the past, things that have happened between you two. not feeling like there's any sort of balance, not feeling like they're receiving anything good when it comes to you. It's like they're just kind of like, I'm kind of just getting like they're ready to to lash out on you. Like when you come at them and even if you're trying to make things work and you're trying to show some kind of support, it's not making them happy. And it's because they're so stuck on the past. And sometimes that tends to happen, when we're in a relationship with somebody and we've had so many arguments and we've had so many things happen in our relationship. It's kind of hard to look at the good things because you've been fighting so much. You've been having so many arguments that it starts to look like it's never going to end. Like, is this how our relationship is going to be like? Just arguing all the time? Are we ever going to get back to this Ace of Cups where we actually love each other and we're offering each other this abundance of love? Because I feel like this person does care about you, or at least they cared about you heavily at one point, but now it's become such a burden. And sometimes we tend to hang on to relationships that don't benefit us anymore. So whether this is the way that this person feels right now, I can't say that they're gonna feel like this in the future. Okay, so this is what they're feeling right now. Now I'm a pretty, like, how can I put it? I'm the type of person that if I feel something, if I feel some type of way, I wanna talk it out. And not everybody is like that, okay? I'm a Gemini, so I just love to talk. But not everyone is like that, and I think that if you feel like your person is kind of acting different, flashing out about stuff, talk to them. But come at it in a nice way. Don't come off in an aggressive way, because you got that King of Wands right there. That person's gonna lash right back at you. Okay, so you have to learn how to speak to this person in the right way at the right time. If this person's already feeling anxious or having a bad day, maybe that's not the right time to come at this person and ask them, hey, what's on your mind, or what's going to happen with this relationship. But I do think that that talk needs to happen if this is what you're going through in your relationship, because no one should have to go through this, and especially if your person is feeling like this mentally and they're not sharing it with you. That's a very fragile state of mind, and you don't want to stay like that, because that can cause a lot of burden. And yeah, being in that fragile state of mind will cause anxiety and depression and sleepless nights, and you're constantly thinking, I'm not doing anything right, this relationship isn't working out for me, things aren't the way that they were before, I want things to change, but I don't have it in me to change it, and I don't want to be the one to make that approach. So that's what I'm gathering from this person. So like I said, this could be your person or this could be you. But this is how your person is feeling at the moment. So now, as you can see on the picture, I have cards on the left and cards on the right. We're going to go ahead and read that. And that's just a little bit of advice that you can take on forward with your circumstances here. So your first card says, when I live and act from a place of spiritual alignment, I can trust that everything is working out for me, even if I don't know when or how it will happen. And that's so true. I think that once we, come into a spiritual alignment with ourselves, and I'm a very spiritual person, so I like to pray. So when things go wrong in my life or things are kind of rocky, I just pray about it. And that's kind of what helps me and what aligns me. So if that's what works for you, go ahead and pray. Give it to God if you need to. And once you have your spiritual alignment, everything else starts to fall into place. Even learning how to speak to people after that is very useful. So you also have, I accept the good things, that good things come easily. I'm a super attractor. This is such a cheesy card, but it's so cute. Like, it's so true. Like, if you accept good things that come to you, you can manifest those things. You can manifest a good relationship with this person. I think you can manifest having a good relationship, having that connection once again. And like I said, I don't know the backstory. I don't know your past or what happened here in the scenario, but you just need to talk to your person about that. The next card is, I believe I'm worthy of feeling good. So yeah, if this person has been mistreating you and being aggressive with you, or just because they're in their, fragile state of mind, you don't deserve that. You are worth more than that. And if someone is mistreating you or speaking down on you, it's always best to just kind of get in their space. Which with that Four of Swords right there, I really do feel like maybe they are giving you a little space. Maybe they have taken some time apart from you and they're just kind of focusing on themselves. That's kind of what I'm feeling too when it comes to this reading. Now, your last card says, the universe powerfully responds the instant I realign with love. So there you go. Once again, self-love right there. So yeah, Pal A, this is your reading, and I'm sorry if this is the situation that you're in, and I really do hope that you can come to an understanding, or kind of just figuring things out with your spouse. But yeah, Pal A, go ahead and just leave your comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Y'all take care. Bye-bye. Hey everybody, thank you for joining me. This is Pal B. As you can see, I went ahead and I posted a photo so that you can just go ahead and read along with me. At the end of this video, I will go ahead and read the cards on the left and on the right, which is just advice from the universe. Whether that's advice for you or advice for your situation, take it how it resonates, whatever floats your boat, okay? So let's go ahead and start. So right away, the way that your person is feeling about you, you have the Seven of Cups here. So I feel like your person is kind of coming out of this, how can I put it? Like, they had certain beliefs of the way that they wanted their relationship to be like with you, or they had certain standards, maybe they had options before. But I think that they're finally coming out of that. They might have had high standards when it comes to this relationship, but I think that with the Eight of Swords, they felt trapped, like deep in their mind, and they were constantly thinking about it. But with it being in the reverse like this, I feel like now they're facing their fears. They're standing up for themselves, releasing themselves, and kind of rediscovering themselves, taking back control of their mental state, taking control of not being able to control their relationship completely 100%, because you can't say I want A, B, C, and D in a relationship, and if I don't get all those qualities, well then F off. Like, you can't have that. You can't have everything. Sometimes you have to compromise. And with that Judgment card, I do feel like y'all have come up with a some kind of rule with your relationship, or have compromised with one another. Maybe there was a lot of fighting back and forth, judging one another. It could have been this person judging you on how you carry yourself, or how you view the relationship. But I feel like now you are kind of coming out of that. This also could represent this person fearing that people were going to judge your relationship. So maybe they feel like, if I'm with this person and she or he is acting like this, or they do this, or they dress like this, everyone around me is going to judge them. People are going to say, how can I be with a person like that? No, you got to meet these certain standards in order to be with me. So that could be something that they're finally coming out of. Like, you know what? I don't care if this person has everything I said I once wanted. They're not perfect maybe, but they're perfect for me. And that's always such a beautiful thing. So now you have the Devil here also in reverse, right under the Seven of Cups. So you could have been in a relationship with this person where there was just such an imbalance. There could have been some sort of codependency in the relationship. I think that now this person is kind of coming to their senses and realizing what was keeping this relationship at a distance, or imbalancing you two in this relationship. I think they're coming out of that. I think now they're realizing, you know what, this is the person that I really do want to be with. I don't want to be stuck in this situation, this mindset that I'm in. I don't want to be stuck thinking about, what are people going to say about my relationship? Do they accept it? Do they accept her? Do they accept him? Whatever, And this could be your energy too, okay? So don't just take it as this is your person. This could also be how you're feeling in this relationship. And then you have the Four of Swords in reverse. So once again, your person might have been feeling a lot of anxiety, stress, depression, not able to sleep at night, knowing that, hey, I'm in this relationship with this person that I really care about, but there's just something that's eating me up. Like, I can't sleep. I'm having these sleepless nights, having insomnia, just thinking about this person. What are people going to say? Is this right for me? Is this wrong for me? But I think that that's why they were kind of acting out a little bit, or kind of feeling that imbalance. But like I said, everything's coming to order now. They're coming out of this um shithole mentality, in a sense, because I really do feel like it was such an ugly mentality, and it was just with themselves, you know. I don't necessarily think that you're a bad person, or vice versa. If this is you, I don't think that your person is a bad person. I just think that there was some sort of like this is how I want my life played out, and it wasn't playing out like that because that person had some high standards. That person had a certain image, or a certain way that they wanted their person that they were going to marry, or the person that they were going to be in a relationship, committed relationship, to be like. And because they didn't get that, it's like it's they tortured themselves, basically. It's what I'm seeing here. They were torturing themselves, keeping themselves up. And you know, and the sad thing is that sometimes whenever we're in this fragile state of mind, we tend to push that person away, and then we start treating that person like shit, because like we want them to have a reason to break up with us. And I'm just speaking in general form. You know, it's like, well, maybe if I treat this person like shit, like they'll leave me instead of me having to break up with them, and I look like the bad person. So then there comes like a lot of mistreating, and then verbal abuse, emotional abuse, mental, all that stuff. But I really do feel like this person's just coming out of that stalemate energy in their mind, like just feeling stuck. And I do think that y'all have come together and have compromised, have worked at this relationship, and are continuing to work in this relationship, whether that was finally letting each other go, or moving forward and realizing, you know what, we might be different. We might not have a lot in common. I might want things a certain way. You might want things a certain way, but we can come together and compromise. And who gives a shit what anybody has to say about us? Regardless, we care about each other, and this is our life. And so I think this person is in that kind of state of mind now, where they're facing their fears, and they're like, you know what? Fuck it. I like this person. I love this person. I'm going to take that leap of faith, and I'm going to go ahead and make this happen. So that is how your person is feeling. So I really like this reading, guys. I hope it resonates in some kind of way. If it does, leave your comments below and just let me know what you're going through, or what you gathered off of this reading. So these are your advice from the universe. And it says, the more I attune my energy with appreciation, the more the universe will deliver. And that's so true. Now, if your person is coming out of this kind of energy, go ahead and appreciate this person, you know, because I think that you were also suffering too, knowing that your person was kind of being different, or not appreciating you the way that they should have. But now that they're coming out of it, appreciate it and embrace it. So you also have, feeling good will bring me far more than whatever I thought I needed. That's an awesome card. And then you have, in stillness I received, and it's good to feel good. It sure does feel good to feel good. And you deserve to feel good, and so does your person. So yeah, that is your advice. I hope that it resonates. Like I said, leave your comments below. And thank you so much for joining me here. Until the next time. Bye, guys. Hello, everybody. Pal C, this is for you. As you can see, I went ahead and I posted a photo so you can go along with the reading. And also, you'll see some cards on the left and on the right side. And that's just your advice from the universe, whether that's for you or your relationship. Take it as it resonates. Now, those are, that is a deck called Super Attractor. And I kind of like that because it really does leave some kind of positive affirmation, whether that's for your relationship or just for yourself. So I hope that it helps in some kind of way. Let's go ahead and get started. So right away, you have the card, the Fool. Now, I feel like because this is a reading for your person, I feel like your person is kind of being like kind of careless. Like they're very excited about this new beginning that they have. I feel like there's been a lot of change with you guys. Maybe y'all were going through such a heartbreak moment in your relationship, just wounded by something that has happened in the past. But I feel like your person's coming out of that, or they've been pretty good. I think that they've kind of put that behind them, regardless of whatever has happened. They're kind of taking that leap of faith and moving forward in this relationship. Sometimes you might feel like this person's kind of um, like you see the progress, but at the same time they might show it in a very aggressive way, or they might even work really hard when it comes to their job or other areas in their life, because I really feel like this person is very financially stable, so they might be working very hard, and so they might show some kind of you might feel like, oh, they're not showing a lot of effort, but I feel like this person's very excited for the effort that they are showing you. I feel like they've invested a lot into this relationship, and it is paying off. It's like they're nurturing the relationship and they're reaping the benefits of them working with you. And now this could be somebody that you work with at your job, but I really feel like this person is pretty satisfied. It's like, yeah, I did a pretty good damn job at this relationship. I'm doing a really good deed here. I got my shit together, type of feeling. Very just like very carefree, honestly. I think that they're very happy where this relationship is going. I feel like they're overcoming some hurt. Something could have happened between y'all where y'all kind of had some kind of distance with one another, some kind of imbalance. There could have been just some problems where they just felt hurt, very betrayed by you, very hurt, feeling sad about something. Excuse me about that. But yeah, they're coming out of that now, and now they feel like they're reaping the benefits, like this is something very good. Like, we got our shit together, we're coming out of this, and we're coming out stronger in this. It's a positive change. They're overcoming those previous struggles, accepting the relationship and working together now it's not about like you do you, I do me type of feeling. It's not like that anymore. And I think that there was that type of energy at one point. I think that's when things were just falling apart, and this person could have felt kind of stuck, could have felt like they just problems. We all have problems in our relationships, but I think that whatever it was did cause a lot of heartache to this person. And I think that they kind of felt empty and lonely, and they kind of felt like they were the ones holding on to the relationship or making it work, and you were just kind of writing it out, like just tagging along. But I think now, whether this you or this other person, y'all are both coming to a mutual understanding, and both of you are putting in the effort to make this work, because y'all are realizing that this is something worth fighting for. This is something worth working on. You even have your Eight of Pentacles right there, so you or your person can be making you feel very appreciated. It's like they know as much as they put in, that's what they're going to receive in return. So I do feel like both of y'all are working very hard, whether it's just speaking to each other in a very kind way and receiving that right back, whether that's showing a lot of affection and receiving that affection in return. That could be a simple a text every morning, and then that person receiving it too and feeling like, hell yeah, I'm making the effort, and my girl or my man is making the effort to do that for me too. So there's a lot of this is such a good reading. I really feel like this person is investing a lot of their time and energy, a lot of their work into you, and yeah, they realize what they have, and that's such an awesome energy, because when you're feeling hurt and wounded by something that someone did to you, it's really hard to get out of that state of mind. But this person is a very strong person. I feel mentally that they're very strong too, So even when something hard like this happens, talking about it, working it out can easily make that person not necessarily forget, but leave it in the past. You know, sometimes it's really hard to leave things in the past, but I think this person is qualified to be able to do that. You know, I think this person has left it in the past, and it has finally said, you know what, I love my person. I'm gonna go ahead and fight for this. I want to work at this. I want to make this my number one priority. I want this relationship to work. And that's what I'm seeing with this reading. This person is getting out of isolation. This person is getting out of, you know, that feeling of loneliness. And y'all are both coming together, working on this relationship, fighting for one another. That's what I see. I think that you're also doing this for this person, putting in the effort, making it work. And this is such an awesome reading. So I think it's going to be like this for a good while. If this person has this type of energy, they're going to keep on fighting, and they're going to always fight for you. Even if y'all always have arguments, I feel like this person's going to be the one that's always working it out. Like, this is the one that's always going to apologize, or this is the one that's, even if they don't apologize, this is the person that's going to be like, hey, so what time am I picking you up? Or, hey, what time am I coming over? Like, that type of energy. Like, they don't care if y'all are into it, getting, you know, having fights. They're going to make the effort, and they're going to put in 100%. And I think that you're putting in your work too. So that is such strong energy right there. That is awesome to know that there's people and relationships out there that still fight for one another. No one has time for that, you know, pettiness shit, you know, where one's mad, the other one's mad, and, you know, fuck you and fuck you back type of feeling. Like, no, like, I see here, you guys are working it out together. Y'all are coming in union and fighting for what really matters, and saying what is on your mind, telling each other, hey, I care about you, this is what I want, and not being afraid to say it. Because sometimes a lot of people, when we're in relationships, we don't want to say that we care about somebody because we don't want them to think of us as the weak link. Like, oh, I know she's going to text me back, or I know he's going to text me first, you know, type of relationship. It should never be like that. If you really love somebody and you want to speak to them, why can't we? Why can't we speak? You know, why can't we just say that what we want? But in this relationship, I feel like whether that's both of you who say what you want, or whether that's one of you, but whoever is the one that says, hey, I love you, hey, I'm sorry, hey, let's keep working this out. I mean, this person is really strong, and this person has a lot of love and admiration for you, and they're going to keep on fighting. I feel like you've probably been with this person for a good while too. So this is an awesome reading, an awesome energy right here. So let's go ahead and read the advice from the universe. So your first card says, the universe is always conspiring to support me, guide me, and lead me compassionately toward the highest good. And that is so true. I think that you're manifesting, or your person is manifesting, good intentions into their life and a good relationship, and it's going to come. It's going to come your way. Your next card says, as soon as I choose to see the light in the dark corners, I redirect my power toward what I want. And this is so true. Redirecting, you know, instead of focusing on the negative and going the wrong way, the wrong route. If you choose the right way, you're going to see light at the end of the tunnel. I love that. That's a good card. Now, your next card says, when I'm tuned in to the energy of abundance, I become abundant. That is so true. And honestly, this is such a good card because it's speaking about abundance. And I feel like with all these pentacles here, this person who's working at this relationship, or whether it's you, y'all are bringing in this abundance of love into your relationship, which is so beautiful. And your last card says, I feel my way into faith one step at a time. And no matter what in your relationship, it always takes just one step, you know, one leap of faith to just keep going, you know, even when sometimes things get rocky, you know, fighting and just taking that leap of faith to work out your relationship will lead to marvelous blessings. So, Palsy, that is your reading, and that was such an awesome energy right there. So I hope it resonates in any way, shape, or form. If it does, please go ahead and leave a comment down below. Thank you so much for checking out my first video here. Thank you so much, guys, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.